And hello, everybody. I have hit record.
Hey, Kate. Introduction before we do. If anyone here is confused about this recording, this is an internal game at a high level in the game, so if it feels like you come halfway through a meeting that's serious and creeped out, sorry, I really don't have time to come back and explain everything. Big war. Moving on.
And here we continue with our battles and whatnot. Yeah.
Adam, distracted. What's wrong? One of the nodes of the GH2s was interfered. A hacker? Isn't that illegal? Oh, come on. People will adhere to the rules of the gentleman's war, but no one's going to ever adhere not to try to get into a GH2. It's just common sense to go for that stuff. You're still confusing me, which this is bad. I have never noticed that you are never able to give a complete sentence. When Hollow asks, you always give her detailed information. Why are you disturbing me again, Lieutenant? Because you have a light gun in your hands? And you're looking at the computer more intensely? It's like it's turned into an enemy. Okay. Someone accessed the GH2. Yeah, got it. Probably Jaeger's filter. No, the GH2 was information on Jaeger's filter. So what's suspicious? Altrum's wanted to kill him for years. They didn't download the information. They sucked off the power from the station. That is weird. And I have a person who I think it is. Whoa. Is this why you've got the gun? You don't seriously think you're not a fighter? You're gonna actually go on the battlefield with it. I can take him down. You've got some serious mental issues. You're an informationalist. You can't sacrifice yourself like this. I'm gonna bring down this guy no matter what. And I'll tell you one more thing, bro. There are at least 4 informationalists superior to me. Each one of these guys is a whole much better. Yeah, but they don't serve Hollow. It's not gonna matter. Really? Will it really matter the independence? You already know about the plans. That's different. Do me one favor. What? I have a bad feeling something's gonna happen. You were told to sit behind, were you not? Well, I am the most senior commander. It would make sense that I sit behind. I know I'm going to regret this, but don't. I want you to go into battle. Protect Hollow at all costs. Okay. Altric's there. No one's going to get to Hollow, trust me. She's the most safest person on the battlefield. She's farthest from the enemy. There's no way anyone could sneak up on her. It's just plain and simple. I don't know. I just don't get a feeling. Jaeger's there. He'll disrupt anyone's plans. I mean, that's like what he does. It's his second job. Promise me. Oh, alright. I'm not promising I'm going to go on the battlefield, though. My job is to be at home. Thank you. I want you to be careful out there, Raven. Battle is going to be hard, and I need you to come back alive. We've been through many battles together, and this one's going to be more important than everything else. Stop worrying, Aitor. We've got this battle. He's a tough champion. Even his allies are tough. Both Vanessa fighting on my side and them not knowing where we're coming from. There's no way that they can get us. I know we can do this. You just keep all the young ones out of the way for a bit. I don't want them getting cut down before it's their time. They've got some real potential. You're always so nice, Raven. No, they do. Just give them some time. I've always been pretty critical. But then again, that's part of your charm. Raven, I know. Stop worrying. Besides, I'm itching to get some payback. Whatever you do, don't get in contact with that sword. That sword hates your guts for some reason. I know. But if you were as smart as powerful as you think you were, Aitor, you'd notice it's not his sword that's the real danger. Huh? It's the Black Kanzaka. It killed you once. No, that's the skill of the user. It's the armor which is dangerous. If it was a sword, we could have shot him a long time ago. I hope Vanessa's ready. I'm gonna need her to hold off that crazy psycho. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. No, I know. But pause, because that's actually how it's going to happen anyways. Before I begin this battle, I want to thank you all for giving me the most brilliant sight I think I have ever seen in any battlefield. The setup of all these forces and what's going to happen looks like a set out of the Lord of the Rings. It's so perfect it could have been written as a ballet, or as if it was all predicted by me beforehand.
Uh-oh. Question is,
This whole battle is going to be simulated. I'm going to tell you how many casualties, but I want to apologize everyone who put their champions and stuff, because there was only one way this battlefield was going to happen once all these champions got aligned and how it's set up. There was really no way to alter it once it got set, because this happened. So I'm going to go through with it. The battle started at the beginning. As pro quattro to plan, Stark went up against Vanessa holding off Stark's power surprisingly well. Bo and Trudge were not yet to the battlefield, so they didn't quite appear. Hollow and Altric continued their plan. Altric sawed through the Ancient Fist too, thinking he killed him, finding out it was a holographical and aiming his real army at Raven. When Raven realized he was being attacked by Altric, he called up Velena and Lesolus to help him. All three together, they pushed back Altric several times. Raven, showing the wisdom of previously fought Altric, gave him the event. And that's when Vicon did something that shocked them all. Vicon surprised Hollow Wolf's forces from outside of the system, from behind, capturing Hollow herself, threatening to kill her if Altric didn't surrender. Altric said he wouldn't, but was paralyzed in movement. Vicon suggested a peace treaty, for which he would exchange Hollow for Altric. In that case, he would be able to get rid of the battlefield without bloodshed. That was until someone... I've got him deep in my sights. Oh shit, I can fire one shot in time. Jägersfilger fired a poison-laced shot that killed Vicon right where he stood. Not immediately, but he was basically deceased. With Vicon basically killed, Hollow Wolf brought free. Before Jaeger could do anything, Ein the Lanthoran basically came up from behind him, killing Jägersfilger, but initially failing in his mission to stop him from stopping Vicon. Drox Defant, who had predicted Ein the Lanthoran, which is basically the Dark Elf, came up behind him and shot him with a light gun, which if you can guess for a Dark Elf is pretty dangerous. So he basically died. The Rikes, seeing what just happened, basically shot Drox Defant like he was nobody's business. However, Hollow started sniping them. Undetermined whether to kill Hollow or try to capture her now that the plan had been found out, the agents under Vicon weren't unsure what to do. That was until Storm agents revealed that they had followed Vicon's forces and started attacking Hollow. They blew up her gun, shot her several times, and prepared to kill her until Lieutenant Raider stood in front of Hollow's body, trying to save her from being killed. They killed Lieutenant Raider, and Altric went insane. Altric basically faced Raven, who was trying to stop him, and he cut Raven down, revealing an interesting piece that Lesolus hasn't told the rest of the faction because he knew it would be to the disadvantage. But he found out something interesting about Altric that day. Altric goes insane, wiping out the Storm agents. At the same time, Vicon's forces realize the Storm agents have basically turned this into a bloodbath. They annihilate the remaining Storm agents, but Altric starts cutting through them. As expected, Altric's gone completely psycho. Luckily, that's when Trudge arrives, hits Altric on the face, nearly knocks him out. Altric gets back up and he orders Bo to take Hollow off of the battlefield. Hollow has actually been saved but severely wounded. Bo is now off of the battlefield, and Altric's been ordered by Trudge's superior to leave the battlefield as well. This is when Trudge offers Vicon's assistant an option of peace. Vicon's assistant wants to take it, but thinks about it and realizes the advantage would be with him. That is when the Infernac leader, forgive me Adam, but this is what I thought you would do. The Infernac leader arrives on the field, knowing that if he can hold off Trudge, Stark can be wiped out. Stark fights valiantly, but in the end Vanessa takes down Stark and she dies herself. With both of those gone, the superior strategy of Aitor begins to wane and destroy the powerful forces of Stark's army. However, when all looks lost, that is when Trudge basically beats down and kills the Infernac leader. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with what I'm writing now.
Good lord.
And that is when Itor basically starts concentrating on Trudge, wounding him badly, but Trudge is able to survive. And that is when Akar shows his brilliance. Akar has blood arrive on the battlefield. Ikunaling steps in his way, and he basically blows Ikunaling away without cause. He wounds Itor, who's pulled off the battlefield quickly. Lesolus tries to stop him, and he kills Lesolus. Valara realizes nothing is going to be obtained by this, so she leaves, and Bloodrider basically forces an unbelievable bloody battle.
Did Voltrov die? I
no
couldn't
sight.
tell. Sorry, I just didn't hear if you mentioned Voltrov or not.
No, the only people who died is Ikunaling and Lesolus, and Raven and Vanessa. Though Sark was killed, Hollow was wounded, Trudge is wounded, Vicom was killed, and Fernac was killed, but 40,000 forces of Hollow's forces have been decimated to the comparative number of 30,000 Vars.
Wow. And I'm gonna guess it's safe to assume that I was not the only one who did a great deal of planning for this battle.
Everyone did. I will say, though, your formation was pretty tough. Without Sark, it may feel like you to pay attention as much as you can. Economy has changed, but not for the betterment, not for the bad, and it's not all that much changed. So, kind of listen up, because it's kind of very important. I've wrestled back and forth with wanting to bring something in, and in the past it wouldn't work, but with our new system that we have developed, that it's been around, it's not so new to you guys, it's been around for a year, that's not new. But, the new system in place is, you know how you have your points, and they come from territory? Everyone know that? Yeah, you get points from territories. Okay, now that is being called your solid points. You're going to be given dynasty or prestige points, depending on whether you're a faction or a faction. I'm bringing them back, but not in the way you think. What's going to happen is fractions will get more money from making deals, what I call dynasty deals or prestige deals, from making it with powerful factions in the game, kind of like what Philip does already. That technically is solid economy, but it's not solid economy. Does that make sense? Because anyone can stop a trade route, so it's not solid. Although when it gets as big as Phillips and it's stable like that, it will be solid.
So do I stop
But
the
in
recording, or are we still recording?
You can stop it when you want. What's going to happen, though, is you're going to get a prestige bonus every turn based on what you have. You have a super powerful general that somehow affects your stats and brings you a lot of mercenaries a turn, aka the pirate godfather. He'll give you prestige. If there is a trade line you have that doesn't show up, you don't make a lot of money, but it brings a lot of money revenue into you, not from taxes, but from gifts and stuff. aka in the past, I can't think of one right now in the game, but in the past there was the Phoenix tiers. That will be added. This is stuff that you cannot rely on every turn, people. Please understand that. It's not in every turn. That's why it's not called solid. But what it will do is it will give you a chance to have some big time numbers just by playing the game well. Does that make sense?
Duh.
Basically, trade is not a solid anymore like it used to.
No, basically I say that anything you do could bring you economy. You do something good, there's a possibility I'll include it to your average points, which I call, I'm going to need a name for it, but basically the points go up and down by how good you are.
Honor points?
Yeah, we could use honor points. That's actually, I like that. We're going with honor points. It's basically based on how well you do. And each turn will be different, so I don't want to hear any arguments why this was not here. It's not there because it's not an exact stat. But what it will do is it will bring you an extra economy. Trust me, Sephi, of all the people, you will love this the most. Because this allows you to bring in any crazy, wacky idea.
Wait, what?
Now,
So what does
for
that
all
mean?
these people, that basically means any idea like cinemas, basically talk about them with your plan, and then I'll put them in. And then, basically that will be added per se. Okay, I want to talk real quickly about advisors. From now on, you will not basically do projects. Guys, I know we love projects. They're awesome. They take up all my time. I spend 4 hours trying to get them done. What's going to happen, unless you know your project is going to be really awesome, mega chocolatey, please from now go to this system. The system is you tell the advisor you want to lead all your advisors this term, and you say what policy you want them to be. I think I listed it in the news. I listed it kind of as, isn't this a cool new thing? But really it was kind of a message as, this is a cool new thing. But, damn, I'm getting behind. But basically, you just tell the policy, and then your advisors will work to get you the bonuses, which will affect your prestige as well, aka giving you more money. But that's how you're going to use your advisors. So you won't have to actually be bothered as much. So new players will just have to memorize what particular policy they want. Does that make sense? As the alternative, having to learn how to play the game in depth.
I like both. Can I play both?
No.
Yes, you can, actually.
Yeah.
Those people like Glicks, who are really good at making projects, are obviously going to stay with their projects. Because he won't want his stats bouncing up and down as much.
So what do you think I would be best doing?
Well, a combination of both, but honestly, I don't think you should concentrate too much into the specifics. Just concentrate into the policies. Build yourself a strong group of advisors and then concentrate into the policies. You will do really well in that. You will do really well in honor. Another person, this is really a good thing for new players, because Hollow would have made a ton of points in honor. She still might, but she's past the building stage, so she may not make as much. But I'm just saying, for new players, hint, hint, your friend Altram, this is the thing to tell him. Just tell him do good.
Yeah, we're a little bit on rocky ice right now after he quit the job, so hint, hint may not work.
Well, there's always...
He didn't hit squads.
Well, there may be a possibility of Chaotix joining, which is Kite and I's friend.
Well, he sounded like he was enjoying it, so that's not too bad. Now, gentlemen...
Yeah, now I can't get the
Quick
spoilers
question.
back on.
Hey, Joel.
Yeah.
Which territories in the West were lost?
Only one territory. Kidrick, the Starlook system. The only system taken.
I thought Drozer was taken.
Hey, Jason, did you know that the spoilers with the
I know, Sephi. I can't get it to work.
We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's trying
guys,
to annoy me.
I'm just trying to
I'll be
help.
back, but if... One sec.
I mean, it's
Sophie,
bad
can you
enough they
cut
all
off that
died.
recording? I think it's backlagging us.
How would it be doing that?
It really is.
Because I can't open up any windows on Firefox right now. And I've got a 80,000.
Oh, no. You don't have to worry. It wouldn't be that. I'm not using the recording of Ventrilo. I'm using Stereo Mix.
What the fuck is crashing Firefox? Because I can't get it.
Sorry, I actually have some time, so sorry about that.
And actually, this will be
Hey,
kind
what
of
was the big
funny
question?
because... Oh, sorry. Well, whoever was...
So, I guess no one's going to speak.
I do need to talk to you in private.
Can I go ahead and leave the meeting for the night, or what?
Yep, the meeting is now officially over. Thank you guys for coming. Oh, but one more thing. To start everyone out on their prestige thing, I'm going to do this with every new player. You know the momentum meter? That's still going to stay in place. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to give you what I call a monument, which will boost you to 10 points automatically. Cheer.
for the record, I have not stopped recording yet, so people who do listen may hear this, maybe, if they listen. Also, bear in mind, this is probably going to be split into like 6 or 7 parts, probably.
If not more. It was a long meeting.
Yeah. Anyway, so the meeting's adjourned. Cool. Alright, see ya, everybody.
See ya.